Texas Republicans are one step closer to enacting their redistricting plans as Democrats return to the state capitol, marking the end of a 2-week walkout. The lawmakers were asked to sign permission slips so they could be monitored by police. This is to avoid another quorum break. But State Representative Nicole Collier refused to sign and spent the night in the House chamber.
I have a right to resist. I have a right to oppose, just like my voters do, just like Texans have a right to challenge government. And that's what I'm doing. I'm challenging these decisions that are being made. I don't agree with them. And this is the peaceful way that I am expressing it.
CBS News Executive Director of White House and Politics, Fin Gómez, joins us now from Washington. Fin, good morning. So now that there's a quorum, how soon can Republicans pass these redrawn maps?
Yeah, Michael, now that this Texas standoff that lasted over 2 weeks is over, Texas Republicans are moving fast on their new congressional maps. The State House reconvenes on Wednesday, and Republican leaders are expected to push through a plan that could likely give Republicans 5 additional seats. The Texas House Redistricting Committee already approved the maps on Monday along a party line vote, 12-8. Next stop is the Calendars Committee, then the full House for a vote. But the big question, Michael, is how quickly will Republicans wrap this up? It could happen as early as this week. The Texas Senate needs to approve this, which would be the next step. That's seen a little bit more than a formality. President Trump also weighed in on Truth Social on Monday, writing, "Please pass this map ASAP." Thank you, Texas. Michael?
Well, Fin, we've got to talk about California. Democrats there have officially introduced their own bill to redraw their maps, and that'll be heard in committees today. Here's Congressman Pete Aguilar at the state capitol yesterday.
This is the front lines of protecting democracy, and we need to be the voice of the American people at this moment. The folks standing up here will lead this effort and take this fight to the ballot box, giving Californian voters a chance to stand up to Donald Trump's broken promises and his failed policies and his endless corruption.
So, Fin, what's the timeline for California to get this measure on the ballot?
Yeah, Michael, great question. California Democrats are on track to pass their own redistricting plan this week, possibly as early as Thursday, Michael. On Monday, Democratic leaders introduced both a constitutional amendment to draw maps through 2030, so 3 congressional election cycles, and a bill calling for that November 4th special election to put these proposed changes in front of California voters. Election committees in both chambers take it up today to consider and potentially advance the legislation. Because of state rules, however, the legislation has to sit for 72 hours before lawmakers can vote on these plans. Texas Democrats are framing their push as a direct counterpunch to Texas Republicans and to President Trump. At a conference on Monday, the one you referenced, California Republicans slammed the move as Gavin Mandering, taking a shot at Governor Gavin Newsom, who has led the charge in this effort. As you know, they also rolled out their own resolution calling on Congress to require every state to use independent, nonpartisan commissions to draw congressional districts. The new map not only adds 5 Democratic-friendly districts, but helps solidify so-called frontline districts where congressional Democrats expected competitive races. Because of these proposed changes, that pressure could ease off. Michael.
All right, Fin Gómez in Washington. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.